Before the winds changed, before the earth whispered of judgment, there was a village nestled deep between the hills and the sacred groves, where time moved like smoke, slow, calling, and unseen. Uvoko, they called it. A land where drumbeats marked births, brains, and deaths alike. And in Uvoko, every sound mattered. The bleat of a goat, the rustle of millets, the morning cry of a mother burying her child. But one sound, one man's sound, never fit the song of the village. His name was Ogola, and when death arrived, he did not cry, he did not kneel, he laughed, loud, jarring, bone-deep laughter. The kind that doesn't echo, but leaves a scar in the silence. It was the fourth burial of the season. The earth yawned, tired of opening its mouth. Elder Nyaruch was lowered beneath the soil with dirges and drumbeats. But Ogola, he roared, a laugh that rolled like thunder through grief. Why weep for the old? He scoffed. They walked to where we all go, only sooner. That egg, the clouds did not move. The wind stilled. The ancestors had heard. That night, silence crept into Ogola's hut. Not the silence of peace, but the silence that screams. He awoke, not to sound, but to presence. A woman stood at the foot of his bed, her veil glowing like the river in moonlight. "You've laughed too long," she whispered. "Come, let me show you why we weep." His body lay still, but Ogola walked. His soul passed baobabs that bowed in mourning, over rivers that hummed ancestral tunes. He reached Area, the realm where breath ends. There a funeral marched in silence. And every face, every mourner, was one he had mocked. His body lay still upon his woven mat, limbs cold as the night wind, but Ogola walked. Not with feet, but with memory. Not through roads, but through the realm behind the veil, where sound faders and shadows speak. Their eyes met his, not angry, not vengeful, just broken. They said nothing. Their silence roared louder than his laughter ever had. Miyaruoch came forward and placed a hand on his chest. "Now you carry what you mocked. Forever." Currents of old chants hummed beneath him, voices layered with time, elders long gone, children never born, all singing the slow song of departure. Bogola's eyes opened, but the world was different. Colors faded, sound pierced. He stood outside his hut, but no one saw him. His feet stirred no dust. He had returned, but the living no longer knew him. The river did not wet him, it remembered him. Through the mist of memory and into the mouth of stillness, he arrived. Area, the realm where breath ends. Funerals came, and Ogola still came, now as a ghost. But no laughter rose. He cried, screamed, begged. But only the dead could hear him. His cause was not death. It was knowing, endlessly, helplessly, knowing, slow, solemn, eternal. And as he stepped closer, Ogola's heart clenched. The mourners turned, one by one. And every face, every eye, hollow yet full, belonged to the ones he had mocked. The boy is snickered at beneath the funeral fee. The mother whose tears he called a waste of salt. The elder whose grave had barely settled before he laughed over beer. And now, fires burn in Uvoko. Children gather, and the grills speak. There was a man who laughed at funerals, until laughter left him. The drumbeat stills. The river remembers. The ancestors wait. But words do not live in area. Only truths. And his had finally arrived. At the sacred hill, the villagers rebuilt the shrine of silence. Where Ogola once scoffed, now his likeness is carved in warning. Children place flowers beside the statue, and listen for his weeping in the wind. A new generation rises. They mourn, they dance, they remember the man who forgot to feel. And every time the drum of death echoes, they pause and whisper his name. Every year, Ogola tries to cross back, to speak, to atone, but the spirits turn away. For some paths once mocked never open again. At twilight the river runs quiet, but if you listen closely, beyond the reeds, beneath the current, you might hear it, a laugh once loud, now hollow. For even rivers remember, and never forget those who laughed at pen.